Aileron, investing in trading blog, no nonsense trading, sharp trade, GTC traders, and then AileronTrading. What do I do with this channel? What do I do with this channel? See, GTC traders is running, and if you haven't seen it, just do what you do, right? Do a search for GTC traders. It'll take you to the new channel. As I said before, I think in the last entry here, I probably have learned more in the last 8 years, and that surpasses what I had learned in the previous 18. So now GTC traders over there, that's not this, is going to be way more polished, just professionally, sort of bringing things up to specs, I guess we might say. And as well, it's inside of another corporate structure, a new corporate structure. So just to explain that just a little bit, it is part of a company that is part of a number of companies that is owned by a larger corporate structure. So that is why you're hearing me yabber on and on right now. That allows me to operate a little bit more freely because it offers what I'm interested in at this stage of the game of more protection. So that's all well and good. But what do I do here? Like, what do I do with this, right? That's my question to you guys that have stuck around. I gotta say, I'm somewhat impressed. There hasn't been any content on this channel for like 7 years, and I still got 8,300 subscribers. So thank you, I guess. And what I was doing is I was just throwing all the stuff that's up on GTC traders here, right? And I want to thank Nick from this channel, right? He's been a subscriber for a long time. I guess he's a member of Everything Money now. And what I was doing here is I was just posting every video of GTC traders here, right? And so I can tell GTC trader spins up on its own. And Nick, thank you again, Nick. Let me know, you may not want to do that, brother. YouTube has policies now against doing that, spamming out the GTC traders channel on non-GTC owned channels. So, all right, so ixnay that idea. So I basically deleted all of those videos. So I was thinking maybe what I could do with AileronTrading is a little more this, right? But I don't know what this is. How would you guys describe it? So maybe I want to keep it finance related because that's what I am deep down. I'm a trader, right? And a little more finance, so sort of not GT. How do we frame this? How would you guys frame it? A little like financial and a little personal. But I want to protect personal identity factors, right? That's why everything I do now is inside of a larger corporate structure. The first thing you learn, and I've got a lot more to say on this in the future, the first thing you learn when you start making real money is to shut up. Seriously, just shut up. For a host of reasons that I can get into later. There's still a lot of misunderstanding about finance. And, I always had that sort of like financial mythbusters. Maybe that could be it. Financial mythbusters. What do you guys think? But some of it's in my opinion, right? So how do you bust a myth in finance? I mean, my opinion's got a really great track record, but I don't know. Perhaps AileronTrading or whatever we're going to call this can become a bit more, I don't know, me and my thoughts on finance. And, I mean, you guys know, right? It's like, it's me. It's me being me. And I like to go off from time to time. Just got done with taxes, so I really like to go off from time to time. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. How do we do it? Do we make AileronTrading a bit more finance and me and myth-busting type stuff? See, and here's the thing of it. GTC traders is, again, like Sharp Trade was, it's not just me. So when I'm speaking for that division inside of that company, I have to think first and foremost of the company. And so we have the old tagline, right? I modified the tagline. So on GTC traders, we say, it's our thoughts, not yours, forward, everything, right? I've always used that end line, that outro. Maybe here it's more, instead of our thoughts, not yours, it's more my thoughts. Those have been my thoughts, not yours. I don't know. I don't know, guys. How do we even frame that? How do I highlight this channel? How do I sort of form the whole thing and not make it just another GTC Traders? What sort of context can be sort of enjoyed here? I'll leave that open to you all folks. Some mentioned, I guess they want music. Okay, well, I guess we could do that if we have to do that. It would have to be short. I've thought about entries I could do, right? I was in the social media stream. I ran across a it was sort of a nice entry. It was a younger, to me it's kid, right? I'm in my mid 50s now. So to me, anybody in their 20s, I'm sorry, it's not demeaning. I'm actually jealous of you if you're in your 20s. Jealous of that youth and creativity. When you're in your 20s, you have a creativity that you don't realize is going to ebb away. But regardless, young guy in his 20s was asking advice of old Gen Xers. You know, myself as a Gen Xer. So I was thinking about that for an entry, right? What would be my advice, short and sweet, as a Gen Xer to young folks in their 20s? Late 20s, I don't know, maybe even early 30s. What would be my advice? I definitely have thoughts on that. See, that's not GTC Traders stuff. I'm just trying to think, how do we frame the context of this whole thing into a coherent channel so it's not all over the place, but still have that old Dan thing, right? So I will leave that question open to you folks. That is the question of the day, and you might see more from AileronTrading. We're not going to be putting up GTC Traders videos. Thank you again, Nick. I don't want to be caught spamming. And how do we frame the context of that? I'm going to leave that open to you folks. But for now, this has been what? It has been my thoughts, my questions rambling around in my brain, not yours, for whatever that date is. As always, stay safe, trade well. Maybe we can call it that, trade well. I don't know. Trade well, and remember that love doesn't cost a dime.